Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who lived with his wife in a small, shabby shack near the sea. Every day, he went out fishing, casting his line again and again, until one day, something tugged on it while he was sitting deep in the beautiful clear water. As he reeled it in, he found a massive flounder hooked at the end. But this fish was no ordinary catch. It was a talking flounder, claiming to be an enchanted prince. It said it wouldn't make for good eating and begged to be released. The fisherman, shocked to hear a fish talk, decided to let it go. When he returned home to his poor, run-down shack, he shared the story of what had happened with his wife. The fisherman got up and went back to his wife at the hovel. "Did you catch anything today, husband?" she asked. "I caught only a single flounder," he answered, "and it said it was a prince under a spell, so I let it go." "Did you make a wish while you had the chance?" asked his curious wife. "What would I have wished for?" the man responded. She told him that if the fish could talk, then it might be able to grant wishes too, and maybe they could at least live in a better place. Though the fisherman wasn't particularly excited about the idea, he returned to the seashore and called out to the fish. He recited the same chant as before. "Flounder, flounder in the sea, pray, listen to me. My wife, Ilsebil, will have her own way. Whatever I wish, whatever I say." The flounder appeared and asked, "So, what does she want?" The fisherman replied, "Well, my wife thinks I should have asked for something since I caught you. She doesn't want to live in our old shack anymore. She wants a nice villa." The fish granted the wish, and they were given a fine new house. The fisherman felt pleased, but his wife, she wanted even more. So once again, her husband went back to the sea, and each time their living conditions improved. Soon, they were living in a castle. Eventually, his wife became queen, and even pope. Each time the man visited the sea, the sky and waters became darker, more turbulent. The fish grew more annoyed, yet it still fulfilled every new demand. But still, it wasn't enough. She wanted the impossible now. She wanted to be a god, to command the sun and the moon. The man found a grand cathedral surrounded by luxurious mansions. He pushed through the crowds, where countless lights glowed, and saw his wife sitting high on a golden throne, covered in gold robes, wearing 3 golden crowns. There were rows of candles beside her, some as tall as towers, others as small as tapers. Kings and emperors bowed down before her and kissed her feet. "Wife, are you now the Pope?" he asked, stunned. "Yes," she replied, glowing with power. He looked at her, almost blinded, as if staring into the sun. "Wife," he said, "does being Pope make you truly happy?" She sat unmoving. He urged her gently, "Please, be satisfied with being Pope. There's no higher place to go." "I'll think about it," she murmured. They went to bed, but she couldn't sleep, consumed by her own boundless ambition. While her husband slept peacefully, worn out from the day, she kept thinking of even more power. As the sky turned red with the dawn, she jumped out of bed and stared at the rising sun. She exclaimed, "Why can't I control the sun and moon? Wake up, husband," she shouted, nudging him hard. "I must be the ruler of the universe." "If I can't control the heavens," she said with fire in her eyes, "then I'll never know peace again." Her husband trembled. "Wife," he pleaded on his knees, "the flounder can grant wishes, but even he can't do that. He made you queen, Pope, but becoming Lord of the universe is beyond him. Please be content." But she flew into a furious rage. "I won't tolerate this any longer. Will you go or not?" she screamed, hair wild, gasping. The man scrambled into his trousers and stumbled back to the sea like a madman. The wind howled, Storms crashed around him, trees and homes trembled, mountains shook, rocks tumbled into the ocean. The sky was black with thunder and lightning, and the sea rose in mountainous black waves topped with white foam. He called out once again, his voice nearly drowned by the storm. "Flounder, flounder in the sea. Pray, listen to me. My wife, Ilsebil, will have her own way. Whatever I wish, whatever I say." "What does she want now?" the fish grumbled. "She wants to be ruler of the universe," the man replied with shame. "She must go back to her old shack," the flounder declared, "and that's where you'll find her." And just like that, the fisherman returned to his original home, the same broken-down shack they had once lived in. Nothing more, nothing less. Moral of the story: the message is clear. If you can't appreciate what you already have, even your greatest wishes won't bring happiness. The fisherman's kind heart wasn't enough, because his wife's greed drowned out all gratitude. This folk tale tells of a fisherman's wife who kept demanding more and more after he caught a magical fish. Though the fish granted every wish, she eventually wanted godlike power, control over the heavens. But in the end, her endless greed left them with nothing but what they had in the beginning. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Please like, comment, and share if you want to keep these videos coming.